lot of credit. It's been more than a decade since Bill Snyder and Kansas State won a bowl game. Over a decade. And this is a really successful program. It's over. They will win this game against Michigan. By the way, I'm going to watch this game. And no, I'm not going to be at... Oh, actually, I'm not going to watch this game. I'm going to be at the UCLA-Alabama game. So, there you have it. I will not be going to the Buffalo Wild Wings.
I will...
But, Kansas State, by the way, I was surprised that the Holiday Bowl decided to pass on Kansas State. That was disappointing. Kansas State fans travel well, and they will continue to do so. Yeah, Devin Gardner, good. I guess. I mean, they're not going to show up for this game. This game just means a lot more to Kansas State than it does to Michigan. They're going to be too just deflated to really show up. You have two really good receivers, Tyler Lockett and the field for Kansas State. You've got Tyler Lockett for Michigan. You have Jeremy Gowan. Defensive end for the Kansas State Wildcats, Ryan Miller. 11.5 sacks and 18.5 tackles for losses. There's your difference maker right there. Kansas State wins this game. Not very confident because I'm going against my gut. They get a grand total of 4.
All right.
Jake, wait, what? Really quickly, I'm very disappointed in you, Jake, for not going to Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't care if you have a UCLA game. Disappointment has set in. I don't know if I can ever
It's my brother's birthday.
Sorry, Noah.
It's my birthday too.
True.
Why don't you there and mix your dipping sauces?
You know
What?
what?
Girlfriend be angry because she saw some random old man that looks like a terrible parody of Vince Lombardi. I'm ashamed in that establishment for trying to knock off Vince Lombardi like that. He would never go to Buffalo Wild Wings. He would beat up a buffalo and eat the wings himself.
I think it's my turn to butt in. You guys, break it up. You're both very pretty. All right. I also won't be at Buffalo Wild Wings because I'll be, at the UCLA game with Jake. But that's not the point. We're moving on to the Bell Helicopter Armed Forces Bowl. Navy versus Middle Tennessee. Navy, the only team from the Armed Forces that is in a bowl game this year. I guess this is pretty common for when you're around armed forces and stuff. But just thank you for all the young men and women serving our country, and especially, you going to play for the Naval Academy. You're playing football, but you're not, but these people are not taking slack classes at all. Their majors are ridiculous. It's incredible what these Naval Academy students do. So thank you for all they do. All that said, I have Navy very confidently at 27. I've seen this team multiple times, and they were incredible against Army. Keenan Reynolds, their quarterback, broke the quarterback rushing touchdown record for a career. That's impressive to me. All right, Jake, your thoughts.
Navy runs triple options, pretty sophisticated. Yeah, there'll be a lot more time to prepare for it, I guess, but it's just as sophisticated. Although it is interesting that Middle Tennessee State, of all teams, does also have a connection to the military. Does anyone remember Stevan Rhodes? I talked about him in maybe like one of my first 2-3 episodes. It was one of my first.
Sorry, I came in like 4 or 5.
He was in the military, and he played in this rec football league, and the NCAA denied his eligibility, but he got it back anyway.
Yeah, no,
so interesting connection
I remember
there.
that. I remember that.
Yes, see, he remembers. People, I give you stuff that you remember since August, which is kind of a big deal.
Stuff that people remember if reminded.
Yeah, so, Jake, please make your pick.
Navy. Navy wins there. They run the triple option. It's pretty sophisticated. I like it. They're a unique team. They're going to be in the Armed Forces Bowl. There's something about the charisma, the panache, if you will, of Navy that is going to put them ahead. 17 for Navy.
Noah, please give your pick with some panache.
Guys, we have done it. This is my confidence of 10.
Hey! There we go.
Everybody,
Kind of a big deal.
this is probably the single most important second in all of our lives. Just that I've gotten to the 10 point.
All of our lives.
Everybody's life. You are going to look back on this day and tell your children stories about when I picked my 10th confidence. But yeah, I'm going with Navy. They're a good team. I like them. When I watched the game against Army, the Army-Navy game, which I always like to watch, I think it'll be touchdowns. Navy wins it, and now we can move on to games where I'm significantly more confident.
Significantly, like 11. It's crazy.
I have a quick question for her. Now, how many lives does a cat have?
17.599.
No, a cat has 9 lives.
Oh, well, I thought that was way too straightforward. Come on, way to be. They were gonna answer like something witty. That was just kind of.
No, I was just saying lives. Because you said lives.
Alright.
Live your life.
Alright, really quickly, we have 6 viewers. And if any of our 6 viewers, and one person actually liked it, which, that's new. If any of our 6 viewers have questions, please answer them in the chat box.
For example, why should we not go to Buffalo Wild Wings? I will gladly tell you why you should not go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I miss calling the Inside Bowl. The Inside Bowl had great memories.
Alrighty then, that brings us to everyone's favorite bowl, the Music City Bowl. The Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl.
Is bowl the favorite bowl? Is every bowl our favorite bowl now?
No, this is actually my favorite bowl, the Music City Bowl, because Georgia Tech versus Ole Miss.
I'm a fan of Franklin American Mortgage. You know, mortgage is cool and stuff. So yeah, I like mortgage because it's how I know I've won Monopoly when people start doing mortgage to their properties. Yay, Monopoly.
Right, let's get to the game. Georgia Tech versus Ole Miss. I've got Georgia Tech very unconfidently with 3. Jake.
I have to pick Ole Miss. We all know how I feel about Ole Miss, but I will pick Ole Miss. Because Ole Miss played in the SEC. I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to pick them.
Oh no, he's that guy. Okay. Noah.
6 points for Ole Miss.
I'm going with Georgia Tech. And unfortunately, I was really hoping the next bowl game we had would be a high confidence one. But it's 13. So, not exciting as I thought it would be. But
don't worry.
13, I'm gonna say Georgia Tech in this one. One of my upset picks. I think Ole Miss has a better team. I think Georgia Tech game is gonna come out. I think they're gonna win this game. Just straightforward. That's my pick.
Fear not, Noah.
No. Wait. The Yellow Jackets survive. They live and die by the triple option. And Ole Miss has so much time to prepare for that it's not going to be effective. You're going to really go against people of Hotty Toddy, a.k.a. Oxford, Mississippi, quarterback Bo Wallace, Hugh Freeze. They're experienced. They've played the good opponents. They will come through. The Ole Miss Rebels. Let me tell you something, though, Deborah. When they have anybody named Quan Treadwell leading their team and wide receivers, if you're telling me that Georgia Tech has a guy named Quan, I will pick the Yellow Jackets. But until then, Liv and Laquan, Hotty Toddy all the way.
It's not a good one. What about Vadley? Would Vadley work for you because he's the quarterback of Georgia Tech?
What about Jacobier Jacobs? St. John Days. Yes, I've been waiting for this. This is my time to shine. This is why you should watch Rookies Roundup, because this is one of our favorite segments. The name game. We brought it in last week, and it is really one of my best decisions ever. Yvonne Williams, Bliss Weaver, who else did it? Gerandius Works.
Roderick Rook Chungon. I'm sorry, Roderick Rook Chungon.
Whoa. Well, Jake, let's not give them a whole segment of the name game. Let's just give them a half segment of the name game and move on to our next game.
The Smack wanted a whole segment, as did his twin, Montequay Mac, and Luctees Esteverne.
Well, unfortunately, Quinteris Topics is on my side with this, so you lose automatically.
No, I made Quinteris Topics.
Well, he's my friend on Facebook. Is he your friend on Facebook?
Yes, he is my friend on Facebook. No,
hey, he's my friend too, so you guys come on.
Guys, let's not bring Quinteris into us. We're putting him in a bad spot.
Yeah, don't do that to Quinteris. I'm obviously his favorite.
God, Jake, why would you do that?
Alright.
This is your... By the way, people think that we're just making fun of this, and we're not. We think it's a great name, and I do, and I'm not saying this. I do respect. I wish my name was Quintero Topics. It's a great name. He's the quarterback of a college football school. Don't tell me you didn't wish you were Quintero Topics. We are not making fun of him at all. If anyone thinks that, it's a great name, and he's a great guy.
All right, on from that point, as I've been trying to for like 3 minutes now. You guys really got on topic. All right, Noah, I hope you finally can put in your big confidence as we have the Valero Alamo in San Antonio. Sorry, it's not actually in the Alamo. Although, if you ask the blog Grantland from ESPN, it
Grantland. Don't you dare call it Grantland. There is a backstory to this. It is Grantland.
I'm not getting the backstory. All right, apparently, I think, and I agree with this. Wouldn't the Alamo be great for laser tag? Yes, it would. All right, Texas, unranked, faces off against number 10, Oregon. This is my 35. I am so confident in Oregon in this game. It's not even funny. Jake, your turn.
Oh, this is so good. This pun was dropping, guys. All right, Oregon's 35, and when they're done with Texas, the Longhorns won't want to remember the Alamo.
Oh.
Anyone that was so bad. If you've grown, you know you've made a good pun. Mac Brown. How many more times do I have to say Mac Brown? This has it all. You've got a younger brother quarterback who never should be there in the first place, in Case McCoy. You have instability at the coaching position, and you're facing up a team who should have been in the BCS Bowl, who is a top 10 team in the country, who, what else is there? Oh, yeah, Marcus Mariota.
Also has one of the best secondaries in the country.
This team at 35.
Noah.
Okay. Yes, we have a higher one, but why? Why does my high one have to be one below both years? 34 for me. I only have one higher. And, Oregon is just too good for this Texas team. If they can't do well, if they can only contain Baylor to 30, I'm scared of what Oregon can do to them. And I like Texas. That's one of the schools I'm considering going to, but they're going to be extremely demoralized after this game. I think they should get rid of the football program. They're going to let up 100-something. And, 34.
Mac Brown going out with a bang, and it's not a good one. Alrighty then. On to the National University Holiday Bowl, or the Holiday Bowl presented by National University. I'm not exactly sure. It's another one. Why do they even put so many bowls in Qualcomm Stadium? It's kind of sad. Qualcomm's...
This is actually because SeaWorld. That's why.
Because of SeaWorld. Thank you. Texas Tech versus number 14 Arizona State. Another Pac-12 Big 12 matchup that is skewed because only one Pac-12 team made it and two Big 12 teams made it, so all the matchups are skewed off. I've got this game pretty confident, but actually I feel more confident about this than I rated it, and it's because of how I rated it. I don't like my rating at 18, but I feel like I should raise it, but I don't want to actually do that much work. So, Arizona State's my 18, and I see them winning pretty handily over Texas Tech, who has lost a lot of games straight. I believe they started 7-0 and then went 0-5 to end the season.
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna agree. I'm going with 17, so one lower. I just think they're a better team, straightforward. I started off the year well. They look like a really good team. And then came Saturday, October 26th against Oklahoma, and from that point on, well, things didn't go quite as planned with the 5 losses in a row. Meanwhile, on the other side, Arizona State, they're coming off a tough loss to Stanford in a game a lot of people thought they were going to win. So you know what? I think Arizona State has all the motivation they need, and I have Arizona State winning the game at 17.
Jake.
Texas Tech. Please don't even bother. This team has always been overrated in my mind, and they've proven it to me by losing 5 straight. Their quarterback decided to transfer. There always seems to be a problem with coaching staff, and any Texas Tech team. Arizona State's coming off a loss in the Pac-12 championship game. Clearly, they're a superior team. They also have home field advantage. They also want to win this game more. Texas Tech does not stand a chance. 34 in Arizona State. We go back-to-back Alabama, then a